When does the term total disability not mean total disability? I know that this is a confusing question, but if you don't know the answer, you may be in for a very rude awakening if you have to stop work and apply for your long-term disability benefits. When you purchase a disability insurance policy, you're ensuring that if you're unable to perform your occupation, you'll have a source of income. The key to maximizing your insurance is to understand three crucial terms: your occupation, total disability, and own occupation total disability. Let's start out with total disability. The term total disability is generally defined as the inability solely due to injury or illness to perform the material and substantial duties of your occupation. Well, the million-dollar question is, what is your occupation? The term your occupation is generally defined as the occupation or occupations, if more than one, in which you are gainfully employed at the time you were disabled. It isn't the occupation that you were performing at the time you bought your policy, unless you have a subspecialty or true own occupation policy. So what is true own occupation? Let's say you're an interventional radiologist. You purchased a disability policy that provides for the payment of benefits if you're unable to perform your own occupation. But over time, you developed an expertise in a new technique. You spun off a company. But unfortunately, you're now disabled. What was your occupation at the time you became disabled? Was it an interventional radiologist, an entrepreneur with an interest in a radiology tech company? That answer can make all the difference. If you have a general own occupation policy, your occupation is going to be determined based on what you were doing at the time you became disabled. You'd be considered an entrepreneur. On the other hand, if you had a true occupational definition and you're unable to perform the customary duties of your medical specialty or subspecialty, the policy is going to cover you when you're unable to perform your duties as an interventional radiologist. If you transformed yourself into a new career or a different role that requires different duties, you may no longer be considered totally disabled when you're unable to work in your subspecialty. That's because your occupation involves new and material substantial duties that aren't necessarily limited to the performance of your medical specialty or subspecialty. Therefore, you might be considered not disabled at all, or maybe you're even partially disabled. So the solution is to get a true disability rider. You want a true own occupation definition of total disability in your policy. That's the guaranteed way to protect yourself, by getting that rider. Now, it may be expensive, but it's worth it. You're insuring your own occupation. You purchase an individual disability policy that's tailored to your needs, and make sure that in fact it is tailored to your financial needs, and it should include that true own occupation total disability rider, a residual disability rider, and a future purchase option rider. Don't make mistakes that can rob you of your peace of mind and financial security because you don't understand the policy that you've purchased. Get it out. Talk to your agent, or better yet, talk to me. Call me at 727-894-3188.